I'm going to try to explain this because I think it's something that a lot of people in abusive relationships experience. It's really hard to describe because it's intangible. It was this unspoken need for me to always point my internal compass at him. Let me explain. And if you're new to my page, my name is Jackie and I'm giving real examples of emotional abuse so that you can spot them in your relationships. When you start dating somebody, you're very intentional with your time, right? You allocate your time to spend with them. You make plans, you have dates. During that time, you give them your undivided attention. But when you're not with them, you're giving attention to other things. You have hobbies and friends, and you have leisure activities. You pour energy into each area of your life in order to feel balance. So your relationship just ends up being a small piece of it. So emotionally healthy people who have done their healing work understand this, and they do this. Now, every time I have lived with a man, the relationship piece of the pie starts to ooze into other areas. And it starts super small. Like I'm doing morning yoga and it gets interrupted by him because he's looking for something. Or he thinks it's an invitation to grab my butt. Or you're out with your friends and family and they're texting you asking when you're going to come home. Or you're grocery shopping and even though the grocery list has been on the fridge for the last week, he's calling you to pick up this and that and when are you going to be home? I'm starving. When you're busy cooking dinner and folding laundry, your partner comes in and says, well, what's your problem? Just because you didn't acknowledge them when they got home because you were doing other things. Or when you go to bed early and they come in the bedroom 3 times, turning the lights on and off because they're looking for something. Or when you get back from a work meeting to have 5 text messages saying, why aren't you answering my text messages? Or when you're reading a book and they can't just leave you to it, they have to pester you. Or when they just want you to sit on the couch with them, watching their sport or their show or whatever, and you're not allowed to do anything but simply exist. The time you spend together no longer is intentional, and it starts to feel like they just want your undivided attention every second of every day. If your internal compass isn't pointed at them, they will insert themselves so that it is. So an emotionally healthy person would communicate their needs. They would say, hey, I'm feeling neglected. Can we spend some time together? But your partner hasn't done that. And you don't want to make assumptions, and you're also trying to work on your people-pleasing tendencies. So you decide to leave the responsibility of communicating their needs to them because that is their responsibility. And at the same time, you start to communicate your needs. You set some boundaries on how you're going to allocate your time. You might even communicate, hey, when I'm doing X, Y, and Z, I'm unavailable. I would appreciate if you could respect that. But they don't listen and they continue to insert themselves. So when you issue a consequence, now they're pouting or they give you the silent treatment or they say something like, you never want to spend time with me. This is all emotional manipulation and abusive, by the way. So you acknowledge, okay, my initial assumption was correct. They are seeking connection. So you try to compromise by asking them for intentional time. Let's commit to 2 nights a week where we spend intentional time together, expecting that the other 5 nights you're free to do your own thing, to pour into the other areas of your life. But they don't want to do that. We shouldn't have to schedule our time together. We live together. And the issue of them trying to consume every minute of your waking day continues. So no matter what you do to try to pour into other areas of your life, it's steamrolled by them wanting your time, energy, and attention. Again, they don't outwardly say, I want all your time. It's just the energy that you feel when you don't. It's the energy of entitlement.